Oh, it's 6 o'clock.
Good evening. I would like to call the June 17th regular board meeting to order. Please take all board members are present with an exception of Dr. Farinelli. Please stand for the pledge and invocation.
Please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing.
Gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for this beautiful day, and thank you for those that are here tonight. And as we go forward, make wise decisions for our school district and be with our kids and teachers and administration over the summer and keep them safe. Thank you for the grace and mercy you show us each day. Amen.
Amen. Please take a look at the agenda to see if anything should be added from the table. If not, can I get a motion to approve the agenda as printed?
So moved.
I second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by Lucille Holmes to approve the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Public participation?
Here's none.
All right. We do have FYI in our packet. Superintendent's report is up next.
Okay, in your FYI, you have parks is listed, things that they will have with their PSTA. Mr. Johnson's news about completing the program that he was in at Mississippi State, the Education Policy Fellow, that he learned so much in. And I gave you the numbers, just a chart of the summer school enrollment that we have going on at this time, as well as the summer feeding participation numbers in the FYI. The third grade final retest will be June 25th for all of our students, and they'll be taken at parks. Summer programs are winding down. At the high school and elementary, the dates were May 30th through the 27th. Extended school year at D.F. Smith is June 3rd through 27th, as well as the reading camps at parks, June 3rd through 27th, and Naylor has a boot camp June 3rd through 27th. And I've given you the summer school enrollments and the summer feeding numbers. We just got yesterday the science grade 5 and 8 scores, and U.S. history and biology. They're just individual score reports. So I sent you a little screenshot of what we're projecting. That did not account for students that might not have been here a full year. We assumed all of those were here full academic year, so there may be, slight tweaking of those percentages I sent you. We were told those forms, or those score reports, not forms, are not under embargo, so principals have been notified of that as well. Today, we got our MAP scores in a huge data file about an hour ago. So we've downloaded, sent it out, and everybody's starting to dig through. So I'm very pleased that the state was quick on getting that information out this year. Also, we had 5 students from the high school who went to AP STEM camp at Mississippi State. 5 of our kids are participating, and the cheerleaders just got home today from cheer camp at Mississippi State. That's all I have.
These fundraisers that they're proposing, they will submit those for us to approve on a monthly basis or we're approving all these now?
They're just, that's an FYI because
So
that's a
they'll-
booster club,
That's a
just
booster.
for your information,
Okay.
just so you'll know.
All right, there are no actions to take on the superintendent's report, so we'll receive that report for informational purposes only. Business Department, FYI.
You have a notification from the Mississippi Department of Education notifying us about a minor audit finding because our single audit for 23 has not been certified to the Federal Clearinghouse. We notified them that they understand that this is a statewide issue, so our auditor has not released our report, has not given me a report to review. I spoke with him last week. He's still sticking to his June 30th date. By June 30th, if not, it'll be the first couple weeks in July. But the they issue GASB statements, new GASB statements that the auditors are having to comply with, and so it's taking them a little longer. This is the first year of implementation, so they asked us for a little grace. And as you see in the finding, that we have not gotten to 4 consecutive findings on this violation, and so it's very minor. Once we get our audit submitted, this finding will be cleared.
Okay.
Oh, your list of people that can do those audits is small, correct?
It's very small.
It's not like you can go and shop it around.
It's no shopping to be done. A lot of them not even issued, they're putting a clause in their contracts now that's saying not to hold them for
To that
any
date.
reason, not meeting the deadline, because it's just so short. Even state officer's office understands. We called them and they said, yes, they understand that a lot of school districts are behind. A lot of the auditors are exiting auditing schools because they're asking for so much more now on the GASB financial statements.
Okay. Any other questions regarding that information? Okay, thank you, Ms. Fuller. We received that for informational purposes only. Where am I? Business Department updates and reports.
Financials.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so attached to this report, you'll see your April 2024 statement of income, budget status report, statement of fund balance, your expenditure report, cash flow, balance sheet, and your bank reconciliations. The district maintenance bank account was fully reconciled for the month of April 2024. The fund balance was $18,182,004. We spent a total of $2,923, and the amount of revenue brought in was $1,856,313. The food service bank account was also fully reconciled. That fund balance for the month of April 2024 is $559,262. The amount of expenditures for the month was $238,539, and we brought in revenue $205,874.
Looking on the statement of income, ad valorem taxes at 93%. Do we ever get to 100%?
Okay, so
It's just a question, from my knowledge. I mean,
the answer is yes. You either have an escrow or you have a shortfall. And this district has not had a history of any shortfalls or escrows. They usually send us all of our money, but because their fiscal year is not aligned with ours, it falls over 2 fiscal years for us. And so July, August, and September months are in our next fiscal year, but they're actually included in their fiscal year this year.
So you may get reimbursed by August or September.
We could receive it, they have until June 20th to send us to June. They could send us the rest of our money this month, I just don't know. But usually by August, we would have received all of our ad valorem taxes. They're pretty good about giving us what we request.
Yeah, I saw uncollected 852.
Yeah, so we're almost there.
That's just from my knowledge.
Okay. Any other questions regarding the financial report? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Lucia Holmes to approve the financial report. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Any district operations updates, Mr.?
No, not at this
Johnson.
time. I will have full updates at our board retreat on next week.
Okay. Federal program updates?
He's dipped out, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna update at the board retreat.
We'll come back. Curriculum updates, you have anything, Mrs. Towers?
The only thing that I have is that I am currently planning professional development during the summer for our teachers. We had our first session on June the 7th, which was facilitated by MDE's Department of Literacy. We had roughly 20 participants who signed up to attend on a Friday. It was the second Friday of summer break, and they were committed to learning more about how to utilize our ELA curriculum and successfully plan.
Good. Any questions for Ms. Towers? We will receive that for informational purposes only. Approval of consent agenda, are there any items that
Do we have
need to
to
be pulled?
approve that board report for the middle school?
Well, we want to Did you say was he coming back, or do we need to go? Okay, I'll just go back to
Okay, we
it.
just- okay.
Yeah,
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
okay, can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to approve consent agenda. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. The date and time for the next meeting, July 18th, 6 o'clock.
That's a Thursday. Is us going that late in the month, does that mess us up with our bill paying?
No, if we have contractual obligations with any vendor to pay them at a certain date, we usually put those on the weekly docket and ratify at the next board meeting.
Okay. Just as long as we don't get
Behind.
behind the vendors.
You have anything on the 18th, Ms. Holmes? July? Okay. You all okay for the 18th? Okay. Can I get a motion to schedule the next board meeting
I'll
for?
make that motion.
Hold up.
Can I,
What about budget hearing?
Oh, no, I'll present that next week
Okay.
on the dates for that.
That's a Thursday, July 18th is a Thursday.
Claims docket, I think you were gonna get with them early,
what now?
June 24th or 25th.
Okay, we'll need to go ahead and add it, yeah. Because we hadn't taken any actions on that.
What's going on?
July 18th?
Yeah.
The board meeting.
No,
The
No.
21st is that,
that's a Monday, Sunday.
the
Is that when we go
21st
to
is
the
that,
coast? 21st, okay. Okay,
so you're okay on that?
I'm okay.
Okay,
I just didn't want them to clash.
right. All right.
Where
So,
y'all gonna be?
Huh?
the,
It's good
Southern
thing, huh?
Region Conference,
Where is that at? New Orleans?
no, Biloxi.
Oh, all right.
You're not going?
No.
And it'll be the 21st through the 23rd. Can I get a motion to set the next regular board meeting for July 18th?
I make the motion.
Can I get a
Set the
second?
next regular
Second.
board meeting.
It's been moved by Lucia Holmes, seconded by Richard Boggs to schedule the next board meeting for July 18th at 6. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We're needing to schedule a budget hearing meeting. What,
No, ma'am, it's just our year-end claims docket meeting.
oh, that's right. The second June meeting to pay end of the year claims.
So what now?
Where we have to meet to
Where we
Second
have to
June.
meet,
Clean up
the
the-
second
virtual.
clean up the,
meeting
Try
at the
to
end of
capture
the,
as many expenses in
Yeah.
in this year, so they don't roll over.
What day is that?
June 24th or 25th are the,
Monday or Tuesday?
and it will be virtual.
June 24th.
This is coming Monday and Tuesday,
Terrible
right?
for me.
Next Monday. Isn't this coming up?
Yeah.
You're right.
No,
We'll call you on the phone.
yeah, it's a week.
it'll be
out.
virtual.
You'll have to call on Monday, the 24th.
Okay.
10 o'clock?
All right.
Are you okay with 10, Richard?
Yeah, I'll be driving.
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, can I get a motion to that effect, June
So moved.
24th? Okay, can I get a second? You okay with the 24th?
Put that as,
24th of June at 10 o'clock.
Virtual.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Add that, Sheila
10?
is 5.1 on the agenda.
Sheila sent it to my other email. The link.
Don't you think all that? We did the meeting at 5.1 will be the
Yes.
special call meeting.
Uh-huh.
We're supposed to do that.
Who made the motion?
Mr. Evans said,
But we did, it's all right, we can turn it to do what?
Who made the motion?
I did.
Who
For a
seconded?
second, George did.
Okay.
And one of us.
It was moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to add item 5.1 to the agenda and to schedule that as the June 24th at 10 a.m. virtual for the paying of end of the year bills. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of docket, claims docket. You have any questions regarding the docket?
I got just a couple there. Page 10. John Signs.
I bet that's for Bell's sign.
Mhm.
Remember Dr. Fairground wanted a sign at Bell?
Do what now?
Dr. Fairnelly wanted us to put a sign at Bell,
For,
say Bell Academy.
okay.
It's really
$29,985.
nice.
All right,
That's a nice one.
that's a nice sign. Page 11, top of the page, Global Vending Group.
Yes, that's a vending machine purchased by Bill for the kids. And so they don't charge the kids, they give them tokens as they earn. It's kind of PBIS, so they put tokens in to get books. It's really neat.
Oh, books,
Books.
not candy bar.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
books.
Books.
Okay, so we bought it, they bought it out of the activity
Activity
fund.
fund. Mhm.
Okay, that kind of had me, I thought we bought a vending machine.
Make some money, man.
And then also on page 11, charter bus of St. Louis / Shaw.
Yes, so all the kids raised their
$4,950.
monies to go, parents paid. It was just an in and out for us, receiving the
Okay.
revenue.
So we didn't charter a bus, the parents did.
No, the parents and the students raised the money in funds.
That's all I got.
All right,
That
go ahead.
1 million and something we paid, where'd that come from for the
That's the
roof?
roofing claim from the hailstorm.
Out of district or out of
So
Hessler or what?
it's initially out of district, and we get the funds back through the insurance company.
Okay.
So to date, we've received, let's see, $2,943,155, and they owe us $571,332 more based on the claims that we agreed on.
No,
That's
You
additional.
know-
The million is our out of pocket.
No,
no.
we're not out of pocket as of yet.
As of
Oh,
yet,
yeah.
we ain't paying
Oh,
them all
okay.
yet.
That was from that February storm.
Yes, ma'am, the
Okay.
hailstorm, was it
Yeah.
the summer storm, the June summer storm
Whichever,
last year?
yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are
That's all I
there,
got.
okay.
Madam President.
Can I get a motion to,
Make a
Approve
motion to
them.
approve the claim docket.
can I get a second?
Second.
It's been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to approve claims docket. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of fixed assets disposal. Do y'all have any questions regarding that?
Boy, that was a hell of a list.
We're cleaning it up, y'all. Gotta get your tip your hats off the assembly.
All that
Going
didn't
through
add up
stuff
to $380,000 worth.
Of old assets. Some stuff that should have been removed. All of it is just sitting in closets, not being used. It's old.
I move we approve.
I second it. Let's make sure that they come off the list now.
Yeah,
That's the
When you see
main
this
thing.
report with gains and losses, that means we're waiting on your approval to permanently put it in
Remove them
approved
and
status.
get them
So
out of
it's
there, take them to the landfill, do something.
We
It's-
actually have a company to pick them up.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve disposal, fixed asset disposal. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. The loan resolution for EFRL,
I call it.
I can't see. Loan resolution. Do you all have any questions regarding that?
And this is the loan we're doing for the,
that's no interest, right?
This is the
That's
zero
just on
interest
that.
guarantee
All
loan
righty.
that we originally asked for $750,000. They awarded us $613,600.
Move we approve.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Lucille Holmes to approve the loan resolution. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of the updated salary schedule.
Everything
What were
up
the-
there has been highlighted.
Okay.
And so you'll see a lot of the 230s highlighted. It was originally said 232. The 12-month schedule has been reduced to 230 instead of 232. And then any other changes are highlighted.
I'll be a football
so we
coach.
went up on our supplements a little bit. Is that what I'm looking at?
No, we added
Okay,
to,
all right.
added to me.
Let me see.
What was that?
They're highlighted in purple, that doesn't mean they would.
No, no, purple's not highlighted.
Okay.
The
Okay.
highlight is the
We're gonna
yellow.
have a conversation.
Yellow. Just the yellow.
What will that cost us? You have any idea?
Which one?
All of it?
The coaching supplement?
All the raises, yeah.
It's just two different.
Huh?
What is it gonna cost the district with the raises?
We haven't given raises, it's just the only highlights that you see are the actual,
Oh, the only two.
Yeah, in yellow. That's what had me confused too, George.
the yellow, the highlights that you see, we changed that from 232 to 230.
So down here,
Yeah, it didn't yield.
So the
any
days
increases.
the days
The
working.
days were wrong, so
Okay.
that's what you see. It didn't yield any increases.
All right. School improvement specialist,
And we
$70,000,
added the
what
school
is
resource
that?
And that's
officer
with
scale.
the money that the state gives them. For, I think for the next 5 years, the middle school gets that money.
Oh,
That was from school improvement, right?
so we're adding a position of school improvement specialist.
Yes, but it's for the school
70,000.
improvement funds,
Okay,
Yeah, it won't be
special
district funds.
funds,
all right.
And the only other positions we're adding is,
SRO,
I
school
thought,
resource officers.
or you just went up on the pay of the main,
Maintenance folks.
No, just a supplement for after hours.
lead maintenance worker and food service daily delivery courier.
Right.
And then you got the hourly rate versus aid
That went from 825, I think, to
to $10. So with everything, it's gonna be about $100,000, I'm assuming.
Oh, what's his name?
Not if you count the SRO. It's 5.
What page are the SROs on?
It's on page.
There's no page number.
It's on page
8,
8 of 16,
yes.
where they at?
On the
highlighted yellow. Here you go.
Warehouse
Oh,
clerk.
I got you. Okay, I got you. And how many?
5.
5, and it'll range from 50 to,
It's the same price. It's the
Same
same
price.
all the way across.
That's 250 plus the 100, that's 350,000.
no,
Do we still get,
no bump for years of
40,000.
service.
Yes, we still got the
Okay.
cops grant.
And we
Okay.
submitted for the COPS grant
And the school violence
and school
prevention.
violence prevention.
And that can go to salaries.
We didn't write salaries, we wrote the other stuff,
I don't
the
think you can pay
equipment, the
salaries.
supplies and all that. We couldn't put
Violence,
salaries in there, but
violence,
the
things
MCOPS,
they need.
the MCOPS gave us
but
40,000.
MCOPS, that 40,
10,000
that can go towards
Pay
salaries.
for bullet.
They get one bullet.
They pay for bullet.
For that out of the grant.
And y'all consulted with Gerald, feel like these salaries are gonna be
What he suggested.
kind of in line, Gerald?
Yes.
You feel like these salaries are gonna be in line with what you're gonna have to pay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I guess
Will it be competitive with a cop?
they'll be in the retirement system too.
We paying insurance and retirement, I assume. So you had 25,000 of that.
So, and I don't mean to jump over y'all, but I'll just ask Gerald direct. Gerald, right now, if you're a police officer, let's just say you're in the county,
Yes, sir.
do you participate in the
In
state
PERS.
retirement system? So
Yes, sir.
those years of service would roll over to us,
Correct.
and so you wouldn't have a hindrance there of hiring somebody.
No, sir.
And, Peers, so.
Just keep paying.
And so the only thing we'll probably, may have a guy comes back and says, I got 15 years of service, I think I'll be paid for it. But we'll cross that path if we have to. I'll make a motion to approve the personnel.
Updated salary scale. Can I get a second?
I second.
It's been moved by Richard Box, seconded by George Evans to approve the updated salary scale. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approve of property casualty and cyber insurance renewals. Do you all have any questions regarding those items?
How
Well,
much
I
it-
think we need to make a decision as a board of whether we want to spend the $259,000 on the optional withheld deductible buy down. I'm under the belief after talking to the district personnel that let's just forgo that for this year. You're still covered, The only time that, if we just have one building affected, Jessica, correct me if I'm wrong. If we only have one building affected, it's gonna be the same amount. We're not gonna get any savings from this. The only time we're gonna get any savings is if we have a catastrophic loss, several instances in the.
So like
in the
last
same-
year's thing.
It helped us last year.
But we've been paying it for how long?
Everywhere, ever. So, and because of that, it went up from 151,000 to 259,000. And so, I recommended that the district forego it this year.
I say roll the dice this year. That $259,000 could go to a whole lot more in this district.
Yeah,
And we might get burnt, but
cross that bridge when we get
you're
to
still
it.
covered. You're still covered.
That's right.
All right, can I get a motion to that effect? Does anybody, you got anything else on that?
I make the motion that we forego the optional wind and hail deductible buy down, and that we do the policy for 762,247.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans, to approve the base property casualty cyber policy without the optional additives. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval to terminate 16th section residential leases.
So moved.
Can I get a second?
I'm gonna second it, but I think that we need, I've asked the board attorney and the business department to come up with a school board policy so that we don't have to approve these every month.
Okay.
It should be
That makes
automatic
sense.
at this date,
Let's carry this motion out and then you add that to it. It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve the termination of the residential leases. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Go ahead, Richard.
Make the motion that the board attorney and the business manager and superintendent come up with a policy concerning termination of leases and
And
non-payment.
extending,
I would have 60 or 90 days.
Let's see what they come back with to us with.
so that's regarding
up with a
terminating and extending?
Correct.
Okay,
Well,
So that we don't have to bring these to the board every month. They should be automatic. Board attorney
it
sends them
shouldn't be
out.
terminated and extended.
no, it'll be two
Or
different.
extended.
You got,
It's gonna be terminated.
Right.
It's not gonna be extended. When there are no more extensions, everybody gotta be treated the same.
right.
Right, okay,
Let's let them come back with the policy and let's vote on it.
okay.
You know, Joe Blow got a buddy and he gonna extend it.
Do they understand what we want?
You know, we can't do pick or choose.
Mr. Johnson,
You understand
policy
what we want?
person.
I do.
Got it? Okay, got
No
it.
more extensions after 60 or 90 days.
When we put it in writing, it is what it is.
And then,
And just for clarity purposes, because we got two different things that we got. One is extension and one is termination. So at this point, once the policy is in place, there will be no more extensions unless they personally come and solicit the board is the way I would see it.
So they can ask the board and put a.
y'all can put that in the pot, y'all can put that in
That's
the
what I was
policy.
saying, they no longer wanted to extend.
But what I would like to do, just so board stays abreast of what's going on, to still submit to you an FYI list.
Right.
Not for approval, an FYI list to say we've extended these leases, residential leases past 60 days, just for FYI purposes, we're complying with board policy, whatever the number is going to be. And then for termination, we still have to bring that one across the board.
Would you want some sort of discretion within the board back here? Like, just a great example, whatever the number may be, 90 days.
We'll extend your lease for 90 days after, let's say your lease is due on September 1. You don't pay it September 1, we'll extend it 90 days. At the end of that 90 days, you don't pay it, it's
It's an
automatic.
automatic
Automatically.
extension unless they come to y'all with a personal request that says.
Well,
that
only
there be
somebody
some
could
real
ex-
good, some reasons,
And the money.
and some sort of money. All right,
The
go
money,
ahead. All right.
not some sort, the money.
Let's make it really crystal clear.
Mr. Johnson, I like it.
You don't like it?
We'll talk about it.
Y'all
Why?
get together.
No, I'm saying because you putting two, It needs to be a clear policy, either we're gonna extend or
No.
we're gonna terminate.
That's what, no,
We're
no,
gonna terminate.
that's what we're saying, we're
Yeah, that's what
terminating.
I say, if it's not
But we
due,
want it in writing, okay?
We're
You come
terminating
to us for a lease.
extending.
we can't pick and choose
Right
who
now.
we do what to. If it's not paid for in 90 days, it's terminated.
And it's-
You don't come before the board
Case
and say,
closed.
oh, that's my buddy over there, I'm gonna give him, I'll give him another 90 days. You can't do that.
We're setting-
Everybody's gotta be treated the same.
I know y'all, but this way it's in board policy, you can pull it out and say, I'm sorry,
Automatic.
here's the board policy.
Automatic extension of 90 days, after 90 days, automatic.
Y'all get together with the word.
And present it to
And
us.
then present the
We
plan.
can't have either or.
Y'all
That
get
ain't
together-
gonna work.
Y'all get together and figure it out. Where's you making the big bucks, Charles?
I mean, I got it. I was clear on what y'all want.
Okay, so item 12 is the approval to extend due date for 16th section residential leases.
You gonna table that?
Where we at?
Number 12.
Hold on.
What we just got?
They're already behind, okay, I'm looking at
Now,
January.
we
January,
probably
I know-
don't need to table it because this is a request and then we'll be just coming back with the policy and have to wait another 30 days for that policy to sit. So
we
we
need to
probably
act
need to
on
go
this.
ahead and act on this and then whatever we come up with, it'll be going forward.
So they're asking for an extension to August 31st, and that'll cover us.
Yes,
So let's
make a
approve.
motion.
I make the motion to approve leases to August 31st for these 5 individuals.
Can I get a second?
Wait a minute. You giving January more time than you giving February. Is
The
that,
same two leaseholders' names though.
but one
They
is
had
what?
one that was due in January, one due in February. We hadn't been able to reach any of because I believe the last one is deceased.
He is.
Bottom was
And
deceased.
so I think
But somebody's been paid.
somebody's been paying
More than
the
likely.
past year. So we're trying to extend that courtesy to make sure we haven't got any return mail, so somebody's getting the mail.
Eddie James.
March, April, May. This June, that's more than 90 days
It's a son.
already.
Yeah, James
I'm through
did.
with that.
Son, eh?
So that motion died for lack of second. Approval, item number 13, approval of section 125 flexible benefit plan, cafeteria plan.
Move approved.
Is
Can I
that what
get a second?
y'all went through all that? And that's what you feel like the employees want to be able to, is it a change of plans? Or it's the same plan?
Our
We're just-
dental and vision carriers change.
What's the change?
changed? My left.
Our dental and vision carriers. American Fidelity is still our section 125 plan holder. It's just that we
Who's
had
yours?
issues with Delta Dental and Superior Vision, and so we moved over to Equitable.
No.
Oh, y'all changed it,
Terrible.
okay.
Oh,
They pay out more.
no.
Okay, can I get a motion? Are there any questions, additional questions regarding the cafeteria plan? Can I get a motion to approve?
I so moved.
Second.
It has been moved by Lucia Holmes, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve the flexible benefit plan. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have
Aye.
it, motion carried. Mr. Towers, we're gonna go back and, hear your update for your report, and then we'll couple Mr. Towers' report with item number 14.
Yes, ma'am. We had the middle school and Pierman's board report in there already, but I do have on the agenda the FY '25 approved budget from the state. They actually did an on-site training here where we submitted applications and they approved it. So that way, starting July 1, we will be able to charge salaries and actually start spending on the money earlier, because customarily, we don't start spending some of the money until August, maybe September sometime. So, but that has been approved, and school improvement is waiting on one more person to be approved. And that's it. I think later on during the board retreat, I provide you all with a summary of expenditures for consultants and web licenses and things of that nature, so we can kind of see what we spent the money on and our return
That's
on it.
total monies, not just federal monies.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then we had the approval. Do you all have any questions regarding the federal consultant services plan or request? Okay, if not, can I get a motion to approve our federal programs report and item number 14?
So move on both.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs, to approve the federal programs report and item 14, federal consultant services. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval, I should have put 15 with it. Approval of the consolidated federal funding application and assurances. Do y'all have any questions about that? Can I get a motion to approve?
So move.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs, to approve the federal funding application and assurances. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approve of Snyder change order.
What's that, Charles? Just so
That's the one I messaged everybody about the
Vape.
sensors.
In the bathrooms and stuff.
The
Make a
vape
motion to
sensor, oh,
approve.
yeah, I
Vape
read that.
sensors.
I did read that.
I approve, Richard approved, and I second.
Okay, it has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs, to approve the Snyder change order. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of the MOU with Washington Detention Center.
That's, okay. we
You
did
look
that,
at,
yeah.
we're the same as last year.
It's the same.
Move we approve.
Can I get a
I
second?
second, okay.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans, to approve the Washington County Juvenile Detention MOU. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval to, approval to accept the MCOPS award, the $40,000.
So move.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Lucia Holmes, to approve accept the award. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We're gonna look at items number 19, 20. Both of those are MOUs, one for MDCC and one for DSU. Do you all have questions regarding those MOUs? If not, can I get a motion to
Motion to
approve?
approve 19 and 20.
Can I get a second?
I second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by Lucia Holmes, to approve items 19 and 20. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval to approve CTE plan. Are there any questions regarding that?
Move we approve.
Can I get a second?
I second.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs,
Somebody.
George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs, to approve the CTE local plan. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We have another MOU, Strategic Solutions for Family. Are there any questions regarding that MOU?
Move we approve.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs, to approve the Strategic Solutions Family MOU. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We do have a bid for,
Move we approve the milk bid.
you gotta wait first.
Don't dirty the cow.
We only received one bid.
That's dead, sir.
How many bids we get?
One,
How many companies we got right here?
Denton Dairy.
Sure, it's there. We fix start messing with the last.
Won't do it official.
Yeah, I don't see one big number, I just see item.
Fat free, not available.
Fat free not available. I thought that's all we said.
45 cents.
Reduced fat.
I told her, look.
No, I think we used to can approve it as a sole source.
Fudge bar, ice cream sandwich. You get us some ice cream sandwiches over here.
You ever put us an ice cream bar?
Get them little
Central
cups,
office.
them little cups, and then ice cream, little cups, and leave some on back there.
I make the motion to accept the bid from
Dan-
Denton's Dairy for milk for 24-25 school year.
Can I
Does
get a
it, wait a
second?
minute, does it give a bottom?
No. don't do
It
it.
didn't give
Here.
a total price, it just breaks it down by
It's
unit.
got-
I'll read out, and she put that in there. Half pint. Oh,
It's per carton.
How much?
For a little card.
38 cents for
Okay.
paper, and bottle is 45 cents. That is fat-free, unflavored milk, George.
You can't read.
What's that say right there?
It's not available in that. It's up here. We're not gonna be buying any buttermilk. We're sorry, we might buy some sour cream.
Well, we gotta have milk.
I think we need to get the chocolate fudge bars.
I want ice cream.
Strawberry
Please,
shortcake,
I want the
Jessica,
little cup of
Jessica, we got money in the budget for
ice cream.
strawberry shortcake bars? Or Title I, Nathan, y'all got any money in the Title I?
For the administration.
You want to take a look at that? All right, can I get a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion to approve.
Can I get a
Second.
second? It has been moved by Richard Box, seconded by George Evans to approve the Denton's milk bid. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. The next two items are, I'll group those together, 24 and 25. Approval of food services district-wide community eligibility provision, and the approval to extend summer feeding at DM Smith. Are there any questions regarding those items?
That's 24 and 25.
I
Yes.
move we approve 24 and 25.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve items 24 and 25. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval to discuss and approve the new facility usage forms. Do you all have any questions regarding that?
I got no question. I guess the only question I got is, if this is for somebody outside, let's just say the Booster Club, which is part of us, wants to have a cookout in the auditorium or in the cafeteria, whatever. That would be for them too. The only time they wouldn't pay is if it was the coach using that facility.
Well, if it was a coach using the facility, that'd be us.
Right, so there's none of that. And then,
And if it's,
I guess what I'm asking is, let's say they choose to feed the football team in the cafeteria on a Friday afternoon before the football game.
Right, so if it's a booster and they have all of their proper tax documentation, they're considered 5013, then those fees will automatically be waived. But we will still require them to have the insurance just to cover them and us, because they'll be feeding, they'll be cooking and feeding.
Right.
Just in case something like that.
What do we
Because
want?
I know that's come up in the past, and it's been years ago, you know, where the coach wanted to feed the football team a meal before the game on Friday, and had, you know, whether or not they were going to pay the fee or not.
You saying is it, I want to make
was
sure
that
I'm
for
clear.
the, for asking the workers to work?
No, we had to pay the workers,
Uh-huh.
but whether or not they had to, and I guess this was in the cleanup fee, I guess.
And I'm assuming that's them trying to use the kitchen part of the cafeteria. That would be the only reason why I would see.
And of course, that can be brought to us, or y'all, and,
Because
you
I know
know.
we have to have proof, because I know there's certain things about using those cafeterias.
What if we
They
have
cooked
Richard's
outside.
funeral at the auditorium? If we have Richard's funeral at the auditorium, we're gonna have to pay.
We'll have to have it at Dell State, you know, there'll be too many people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Now, this was crazy.
We'll have it on the football field.
But I did have 24 write-in votes against me, so I might not have that many.
Well, we just had gotten some
Right, we
that
did.
have asked for using it all year, and so if it's and the other thing Mr. Johnson informed me that I did not know was if they're a nonprofit and they want the fees waived, like,
yeah, they just.
they have to write, we need something in writing from them. We just been
Right.
saying, you don't owe us anything, so if we're audited, then we need something that says, I'm a nonprofit, and I'm asking you to waive the fees.
And they still have to provide their own insurance and everything, and all that good stuff.
Correct.
But that nonprofit, is that, can't we see that on the Secretary of State's page?
Yes, so
Yeah, you have-
we double
Okay,
check.
okay.
We go double check the Secretary of State's website to see if they're not.
What if a church wants to have a funeral there?
Most of them.
A church is nonprofit.
But they pay.
They nonprofit.
But they pay. I know what I'm talking about, they pay.
I think we need to waive that.
Waive
There
what?
hadn't been but 4 or 5 funerals there
Yeah.
since I can remember.
Yeah, I
Waive
think
what, the fee for a funeral?
Or they asked to have a funeral at the
that's
school.
auditorium.
That's mostly, I think all of them were at the east side, I think, maybe one was at Cleveland, I can remember.
One or
I
two
know
of
we
people.
had one.
The R.C. Coleman's.
McCoo. That's the last one.
Okay,
I'm still trying to understand waiving the fees.
Either way, if they submit and they saying that they are a nonprofit, whether we verify or not, they would need to put on a letter saying that we're requesting the fees be waived.
Okay.
Y'all still have to vote on whether or not the fees are waived or not.
Okay, but what was the deal about the funeral?
They would still
They were
have.
saying we should waive the fees.
Waive the fees for
That's what they
funeral?
were saying.
But the funerals are not nonprofit organization, so it violates.
He was saying if the
policy.
church, but he was saying if a
Some
church
churches are not
request.
Nonprofit. Some churches are for profit, and so you have to be careful there.
Yeah, it depends on if the preacher owns the church or not.
Either way it go, it'll come before y'all and y'all will have.
If the preacher owns the church
Okay.
or not.
So we don't have to-
it's profit.
I got you.
We just approved the form.
Pages
All right.
to it if you want to.
That's enough.
Well, and because that's why we attached the other form. The other form didn't have, it basically said date. So if somebody wants it multiple, then they're gonna have to be specific, and there's a per day rate. Because that's the way it's always been, but it just wasn't very clear.
Yeah. Whatever makes it easy for y'all. And,
Well, we're
Inconsistent.
Any special circumstances can always come to us. I make a motion to approve.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Richard Bach, seconded by George Evans to approve the new facility use form. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of student council guidelines. Do you have any questions regarding those?
Do we have to table that, or is that?
It's just like just the guidelines. We don't have to table
All right,
those.
I make the motion to approve.
Can I get a second?
I second.
It has been moved by Richard Bach, seconded by George Evans to approve the student council guidelines. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of the MOUs for special services, that's items number 28, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Are there any questions regarding those MOUs?
One quick question.
Okay?
This Smiles to Go appeared before. What was the deal with Smiles to Go before? Did we not approve?
We approved her, she came and did a presentation for us, and then
Lucille,
there were
the
some
question
questions.
has always been, what kind of services are they gonna do on campus? And, they're not supposed to fill cavities and stuff like that. And, they're supposed to do cleanings.
Is this local? This a local
There was
person?
another question that came up, I guess, last year around the same time, about the service that they provided. Would it go against your monthly charge, your yearly charge? And so if somebody
With the
got supposed to
Medicaid.
go here, then you looked around and said, wait a minute, you just did this, you're gonna get charged, you do it again.
And in her presentation, she did say that they get parental consent prior to doing anything.
I will say, I didn't get any complaints from local dentists, so must have kind of followed the,
What
they
they're
were supposed to do.
supposed to do. Did that answer your question,
Yeah.
Ms. Holmes? All right. Can I get a motion to, any other questions regarding any of those MOUs? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
Richard Boggs makes the motion for 28-1, 28-2, 28-3, and 28-4.
Can I get a second?
George Evans.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to approve the special services MOUs. All in favor? Aye. Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of changes to policy IDAG dual enrollment. Any questions regarding that? I didn't have anything. You have anything, Ms. Holmes, regarding dual enrollment? Can I get a motion to approve?
You good, Lucille? You ready to changes?
No question. I'm okay.
Can I get a motion?
Oh, I make the motion.
Can I get a second?
Richard Sexton.
It's been moved by Lucille Holmes, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve the dual enrollment policy changes. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We're gonna group numbers 30 and 31. Those include the crisis plans for parks, high school and Pierman, and wellness plans for the district. Do you all have any questions regarding those items? If not, can I get a motion to approve items 30 and 31 collectively?
I make that motion.
Can I get a second?
second that.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by Lucille Holmes to approve items 30, 31 collectively. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. The next is the handbooks and manual. I did have just a couple of things regarding the student handbook, just some questions. Page 42, regarding the dress code. I saw a note on there where it says to take out about the facial piercings, and I thought that when you all added that, you all were saying that it was for safety issues, that we were prohibiting facial piercings for students. But I saw highlighted said take this out.
It should come out. Yeah, I think there was a note somewhere.
Why take it out?
I'm saying, not,
That shouldn't have been on there.
the take this out shouldn't be.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna allow facial piercing.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't, I mean, it was already prohibited, but they just had a mark on there to take it out. The other concern I had was regarding hoodies, and I know
No hoodie.
teachers, children wear hoodies, but like I was explaining to Doc, hoodies are the most economical jackets. And when shopping, you don't find many jackets like what we're used to buying. So to me, with the hoodies, from my standpoint, I think that's a school administration setting setting expectations and being consistent thing.
Well,
But
I just said, I don't see anything wrong with wearing a hoodie, just not,
they have, but that's what I'm saying, they have to be consistent. If we're not gonna allow hoodies to be worn, that's gonna have to come from school level and being consistent and not wearing your
You just
hoodie.
don't pull them over your head.
Yeah,
Right.
they could wear the sweatshirt hoodie, they just.
Can't
Can't have it up, pulled
they
up.
shouldn't wear them down the halls or in the classroom.
It's just,
But reading this policy is saying hoodies are prohibited. So that's the reason why.
Hoodies worn on head are prohibited.
On the additional, where it say hats, caps, hoodies.
Yeah,
Flip it was really just talking about head coverings, that's why it was with the hats.
Is there any way we can clean that language up?
Yeah, because just looking at it,
No head covering from hoodies.
Okay, and real quick, on the,
Make that note, Charles.
on
I
the,
think our hoodies and head covering should
Cover
cover.
it.
Yeah, no head cover.
So no caps in the winter, like outside?
Said hats, caps.
well, I mean, like skull caps.
These are things not.
Oh, in the vehicle, okay.
All right, the other thing I had a question about on page 48, for possession of pepper spray, it's just listed under secondary. There might be something we need across the board. It's just a suggestion because it's not in the elementary part. It's just secondary. And
So that's a, that's
It's
a
on
four-
page
that's
48.
That's a level 4 violation.
level 3, I'm sorry. It's level 3. Wait, I'm sorry, it's 4.
Possession
It's
is
4.
level 3.
Possession is 3, but using it
Oh, I see
is
what-
4.
5, right?
4.
I say level 5.
Oh, 5, yeah. The number's off there, Mr. Johnson, looks like. But my thing is, if we have that for secondary, I'm just thinking we probably needed to have that also for elementary. And also that display of affection, touching, and kissing, you all have that for secondary. I would suggest that that's elementary also.
Yeah, they start young.
Just yellow.
And just kind of count, some of them is kind of, you have one thing here, but I would just make a suggestion, to kind of look at it all and not exclude some things from elementary that we just never know.
Well, times have changed too. These children have changed.
That's all I have. Those only things I,
So I'll make a
Any
motion to
questions?
approve those with the changes that, all that is. Y'all write those down, Charles, you got it down, where you know.
I second.
it has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to approve the student handbook with changes. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. I did not have anything, and I'm not sure if you all had anything regarding employee handbook. So let's look at those collectively. If you all don't have any concerns, that's items 32.2 through 32.10.
Lucia, you got any questions? I'll make the motion to approve 32.2 through 32.10.
Can I get a second?
I'll say it.
It has been moved by Richard Boggs, seconded by George Evans to approve items 32.2 through 32.10. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. Discussion and table, the dual credit and dual enrollment handbook. So can I get a motion to table that?
So moved.
Can I get a
Second.
second? It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Lucia Holmes to table the dual credit. All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried.
Let's do those three together,
Table all of them.
34, 35, and 36.
Okay, yeah. But I did have a question before we table. On that legislative policy, Mr. Johnson, you
Which
can
one
help.
you on?
On 35, under salary pay schedule, it has a statement on here that single monthly or bi-monthly district must choose. Is that something we have to vote on? Do we need to vote on that and then
What
ta-
you talking about?
here, I printed it. It's on page 26
Of the MS.
of the legislatives.
When the vote, you need to
But
make
see-
next changes or you think it's something we need to vote on every year?
But for their policy, it's saying choose one. And in order to choose one and approve that policy for next month,
Gotcha.
we probably need to just let the minutes reflect what our choice is in this meeting and then reflect it in our policy.
Process single.
Bi-monthly,
Bi-month will put a lot of work on y'all, won't
It would.
How do we do it now?
it?
Monthly.
Single payroll.
Does anybody ask us to change that?
It's just an update in this
I
legislative
think
thing.
that, this is our policy,
I
so
saw
we
it
can,
last year.
they're asking, so we can
I saw it
change our
last year.
policy to say single monthly. payroll for licensed employees, we're trying to,
Right, that's what I'm saying. In the update, it said we have to choose one. So I guess we'll need a motion as to which one we're choosing, the
Have you-
monthly or bi-weekly.
If you have asked the employees,
in the next paragraph, it says the same, basically. I mean, if we hadn't anybody ever ask us to do that, let's stay single. I think that makes
Monthly.
sense.
I make a motion, we pay once a month.
Okay.
So that's
Make it
a
hard.
change that we need to put in there, who does the policies, Charles?
And can I get a second?
Good catch there, Madam President. I'll make a motion to approve.
He made the motion, I just
Who
need
made
you to
the
second.
All right, second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Box, that we will have the monthly payment schedule added to our policy. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried.
we just do this once a year, right? We have to do it again next year.
I think we don't have to do that again.
It'll be in there, and then when we do our policy updates, we won't have to go back through and change it. I give it to you.
She's got it on.
It's more than one, so.
It's in several places.
So everywhere where it asks to choose, just put the same.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
And I just had a question where it was saying that, they rescinded the average daily attendance due to policy HB 431. Do you all know what?
House
So
bill.
that bill, our MAP formula used to include average daily attendance versus average daily membership. And so now that component has been removed from our Mississippi State funding formula, which is the new state formula. It includes the average daily membership, meaning our total enrollment versus our average daily attendance.
So how did that affect us?
ADA.
We get more money.
So if you've got 900 kids, or whatever, I don't know our number is, and used to, they came in the month of October,
Still the same month.
and they took,
Whatever your snapshot at your time of what your enrollment numbers are.
that's what you got paid on.
That's the membership.
So now then it's based off of,
How
Enrollment.
many enrolled?
That's right.
Not attendance.
Not attendance.
It's enrolled.
So we won't have like our district ADA
Well, we
requirement,
still-
I mean,
we
but we
still
can
get-
continue that.
Yeah, we can.
But it was-
It's not gonna affect our
For
funding.
funding anymore.
That's
Oh,
good.
okay,
so,
okay, good
So
deal.
as long as we work to get our enrollment up, the more funding the district receives at the base student cost.
Okay,
so, example, we've got some of those migrant kids here till November. They were getting counted. They're still gonna be counted, and we lose them till March, February, March. So we're gonna get paid on those kids.
That's correct.
If they here.
And then if it's the opposite too, because if somebody goes somewhere else at the beginning of the year and then.
Might have got to follow that.
We missed that funding for
We
them.
missed them. Which
They
we
get
get a
counted
lot.
at that school for that year, and which is basically the same thing was happening. If they wasn't here for us in October, we didn't get paid
The
on
ADA
it.
was affecting us a lot more than kids coming and going.
Right. Yeah.
We saw a $1.9 million increase.
That's excellent.
I wonder if they'll keep that.
I just didn't understand the verbiage. Okay, can I get a motion to table the items number 34 and 35, June policies and the MSBA policies?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
That's second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Lucille Holmes to table items 34 and 35. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. Can I get a motion to approve the May policies, item 36?
Make a motion to remove from table and approve.
Can I get a second?
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Box to remove from table and approve policies, May policies. All in favor? Ayes have it, motion carried. We're gonna look at the personnel agenda. I wanna look group 37-1 through 37-5 together. I have to recuse myself from 6. Are there any questions?
You recuse yourself from 36?
37.6.
37, okay.
Are there any questions regarding 37-1 through 37-5?
No.
Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
It has been moved by George Evans, seconded by Richard Boggs to approve personnel 37.1 through 37.5. All in favor?
Huh?
We do need to make a change. The
Oh.
hourly rate is wrong on the SROs.
We approved that earlier, didn't we?
We did, so the hourly rate on that is wrong.
But it's right on what we approved, so you all can just go in and
Figure out what
update it.
is.
Okay, just wanna make sure.
Okay. Did I carry that motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried. I'm gonna recuse myself from 37.6.
Please let the minutes reflect that Ms. Housing recused herself, yeah. Motion we have, before us is CCMS supplement,
Okay.
37.6. What? Where are you
It took
going?
me a while to get to it. Okay.
37.6.
I move approved.
Need a second.
Second.
Okay, I got George Evans with the first and Lucille Holmes with the second. And all in favor?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Please allow Ms.
She
Housing
come on
in
back.
the room. She might have gone to the bathroom.
You can go on to the executive session.
Make, motion to consider executive session.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All, enter an executive session for out-of-district transfers, legal matters, any other items for executive session.
I move we approve.
First, Lucille seconded. We'll take a 5-minute recess. All in favor? Aye. We'll take a 5-minute recess and go into executive session. I just skipped ahead of it.
This should be
Oh, yeah.